Okay, and now we reach to the final piece of the replication, which is streaming the wall files, the write-ahead log files. As we have said, that these wall files, log files, which represent the asynchronous transactions that happens in the database on the master server, the committed transaction, these log files has to be dealt gracefully, has to be moved, streamed from the master to the replica, otherwise they will fill up the master server. So the way to do that is by taking these steps. But first of all, you can go to this link and you get a good insight about the PDC Ball, which is the main command that will take care of streaming the wall files from the master to the replica. And you could see all the options that you can use with the command. So first thing, we need to create a directory on the replica that will, this directory and this file folder will save all the wall files in it. So enter as a Postgres on the replica, create this directory and this folder. Same thing with the master, create the directory and the folder, create a, as we have learned before, create a slot which is specific for the wall files, give it a name, whichever name you wish, check this slot if it's down or up, and then use the command, the PDC Ball. Remember, PDC Ball is for versions 10 onward, 10 plus. It's not used before the 10 version. I believe it's called PDC Xlog, if I'm not mistaken, for the versions earlier than 10. So PDC Ball for version 10 onward, and the options are D, the directory, where you want to save all these log files in this directory that we have just created on the replica, because we are working now on the replica. This is the host name or the IP address of the host, whichever you wish. This is the slot name of the wall files, verbosa. This is the password of the master, which we have saved in the pgpass file. That is, as you remember in previous, I believe 2 videos before, we said that this pgpass file should resides on the replica server, on the main folder, on the main directory, and we keep the password of the master. Z represent the compression of the wall files. We compress as star files. It starts from 0, which means no compression. 9 is the best compression. This is the port of the master, which is obviously is 5432, and this is the name of the user, of the replica user, which we have created before. Remember one thing when you use this: whenever there is a disconnect of the replica to the or there is a crash in the master, even, you need to restart. Make sure that you restart the replica. Make sure that you have to restart the replica, otherwise you will have a problem with the master. So restart the replica so it can follow up from the point it started. Wherever the point started and there was files, from that point the replica, the receive wall, the PDC Ball will carry on from that point. So make sure if there's any disconnect or master crash, make sure that you restart. It's a very important thing. Make sure that you restart the, otherwise you will have a big problem with the master, and so you need to restart the replica. This is the switch. You can know more about on the manuals, and finally you can double check about whether these 2 folders or 2 directories, the master and the replica, for the wall files are identical, have the same files. That means if they have identical and shows the same file, means that the transfer, the streaming of the wall files is completed 100%. means there's no missing WAL files remained in the master that is not being transferred stream to the replica. So checking those two directories, make sure that all the files have been streamed from master to the replica. This is the entire process of the theoretical process of the replication, the WAL file, the restoration, creating the slot. Later on we will do practice on practical on command line. Thank you very much.